After 5 days of almost continuous rain, the weather cleared over Pueblo today, and tonight the stars are shining from unclouded sky. But on what scene are they looking? Mud everywhere. Mud and filth. And so began a Pueblo Chieftains reporter's vivid description of one of Pueblo's most dramatic chapters in its history. A historic and devastating natural disaster starting on June 3, 1921. A cloudburst 10 miles west of Pueblo flooded the Arkansas River. It swept down to Pueblo and it coincided with a downpour on the Fountain River 30 miles north of town. The two met in Pueblo at the confluence. The water crested at 15 feet, and in other parts of town the flooding was a mile wide. It continued to do damage almost to the Kansas border. The exact number of losses of life and property will never be known, but hundreds of Puebloans and others lost their lives. The downtown was destroyed with tens of millions of dollars in damages. Today you can see the high water mark on City Hall. The Arkansas River in 1921 flowed through the city in a winding path where the present-day Harp, or Historic Arkansas River Walk, is located. After the flood of 21, the river was moved to its current location next to the bluff. Within 2 years after the flood of 21, the Pueblo Conservancy District was formed to find ways to protect the community from future flooding. A 3-mile concrete levee was built in 2 years to keep the river next to the bluff. Several new bridges were also built to replace ones destroyed in the flood. In 1962, President John F. Kennedy visited Pueblo to sign legislation called the Frying Pan Arkansas Project to create the Pueblo Dam. Construction started in 1970 and was completed in 1975. The dam provided a dedicated and constant source of water for irrigation and municipalities, plus it held back the floods. 100 years after the flood, the levee needed to be replaced, and with the dam holding back the Arkansas River, the new levee could be built 12 feet lower. This time, the levee took at least 5 years to complete, but it created a wide trail on the top to enhance the recreation along the river. As the flood of 21 fades from our memories, the levee stands as a reminder to never underestimate the power and force of water.